Hey everyone, welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. This is an 8-lap pre-final in the 100cc class at Dallas Karting Complex. Shout out to the Taganator from Houston, Texas, Sports Fanatics from Colorado, and George Mep12 from Perth, Australia. What's up guys? Drop me a comment below. Let me know where you're from, and I'll try to give you a shout in the next video. Alright, so I'm starting third in the 100cc class. Looks like I'm in fourth, but the guy on pole is in a 125cc cart, and I'll explain more about that here in a second. Green flag, here we go. Get a pretty good start. I'm going to look to the inside of Dury there in the 47 card and go into first place, and that's Ronnie right in front of me. And like I was saying, he's at a 125cc cart, so he's got a more powerful engine, so he's going to slowly just pull away from us. There's one other 125cc driver in our race, and they put both of them in our race because there wasn't really enough people in their class to run their own race, so they put them in with us to kind of consolidate the racing and keep things moving along, because they're also running rental carts out here while we're in between our races as well. All right, so if you look through the back to the back there, you see an incident. Two carts getting into each other and end up in the barrier. Everybody was okay. And you see Dury in the 47 cart all over me, followed by Justin and followed by Nick. It's a good run here. Looks to the inside. I see him in my peripheral, give him some room. And right here I went way too far outside. I'd like to have kept that a little tighter to the inside, and Justin followed right in there behind me. And that's why I want to kind of keep it a little tighter there. So we had a big thunderstorm come through the night before the race, so the track is completely green, and I am on my second weekend on these tires. So the way I manage my tires, I'll buy a brand new set of tires, do a little light practice session, do qualifying, do one pre-final, do one final, and then I take those wheels off the cart. Don't use them again until the next race weekend. And I'll do a light qualifying, or light practice, and qualifying, pre-final, then a final. So I struggled a little bit during this race and the final with grip, just a little bit. I try to make a few adjustments. I probably could have made more. All right, coming down for lap 3, I want you guys to check this out. That is Nick behind me, and this is what happens. Spins out, collects Marco, and Marco goes upside down. Here we go again, regular speed. And we're gonna slow it down for you. You see right there, Nick looks to his left, he's like, uh-oh, and Marco's probably thinking the same thing. Watch Nick's body, how hard he gets hit, and then Marco just goes upside down there against the tire barrier. Luckily, both drivers are okay, and we're able to walk away from that. But that right there is a reminder that these are not toys. This is serious stuff. We're having a good time, don't get me wrong, but things can happen and people can get hurt. So that's just a reminder for everyone watching, whether you're kind of like us, where you've been racing for a little bit, don't see too many carts flip very often, or if you're thinking about getting into the sport, that is a possibility. It doesn't happen very often from what I've witnessed or seen. But it's a possibility. Okay, so you see me all over Justin there. And at this point, we don't know that there was an incident in turn 1. So I'm going full blast here, trying to pass him. And I'm real close. I'm going to go for a move here. I've already decided this. Get in this draft, look to the inside, kind of look and see what kind of run I'm getting. And I have no idea the guy to the left is presenting a yellow flag to me. There's people on the right-hand side there. And at this point, I realize, oh, there's an accident. So they were showing us a yellow flag, which we are not supposed to pass in that zone. So my pass is actually illegal. Should be penalized for passing under yellow. Again, I wasn't looking at the flag person. I was looking at Justin, and he really wasn't waving it frantically to let us know, which I would expect him to, but you know what? He showed us the yellow flag. It's ultimately on me to pay attention and kind of look for that. Because it is a safety issue. You don't want to go in there and get in an incident and run into people that may be on track still, or a cart, or just whatever's going on. So that one's on me. But it's also a learning experience too for me, and maybe some of you that are watching that are trying to figure out how this whole karting stuff works. So I'm using my audio from the camera that's facing to the rear, so it's kind of Right there, it's facing the pipe. Right there, Justin gets into the back of me. And I give him a hand signal, let him know that I noticed he ran into me. I didn't like it, but I'm just kind of joking with him, and he knows it. So it's all good. It's having some fun out there. We're racing hard, but we're having fun. So going back to the camera thing, I decided to use the audio on this one from my rear-facing camera that's facing the pipe. I think it can, from what I kind of noticed when I was kind of comparing, you're able to kind of tell just a little bit better when I'm getting on the throttle and off the throttle. So I thought that was just a little bit of a subtle difference that was kind of cool. So I'm going to try that. And I also want to say what's up to Josiah from Valkyrie Racing. Those guys came down from Iowa to come race with us. We met them this weekend. Real cool people. Glad to have them racing with us. So what's up, guys? Looking forward to racing you guys in the future some more. All right, so you see Derry kind of pulled away from us. So he's got the lead locked up. I'm trying to hold on to second place here. So I know Justin's back there, and I know that there's a little bit of a gap between us, so I'm trying to not drive defensively, just drive kind of like qualifying, just as fast as I can go. But also remember, we've got to keep it clean. I don't want to bobble and make a little error and let Justin catch up. And we're coming around for the start of the final lap. Here we go, last lap. Now you see a gap there, and like I said, if I bobble, Justin will catch right up, or can. And right here, start sliding out just a little bit. Again, right there, just a little bit. Could have and should have made some adjustments for the handling on my cart. I did, but I didn't do that. I did on the practice day. Change out some sprockets and see kind of what worked and how things were going, and I went with a different sprocket size. Very happy with the selection. I think I'm on a 77 rear sprocket. All right, coming down for the final here. Take a look back, and I know I've got second place secured. And then right there, I'll wave to the legions of fans that are watching us against the fence line. You can see there's no one there. I was just letting Justin know I was going to slow down. So that is it. So luckily, again, all the karters that were involved in wrecks during this race are okay, thankfully. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you think you want to subscribe, check out some of this racing stuff. Love to have you along. For those of you that always stick with me, comment, and been with me for a long time, as always, I really appreciate all of you. I will see you all on the next video in the final. Y'all have a good day.